Hello, everyone. We are going to do a general collective reading for the year 2021. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen, or, to kind of look into the energy of the year. I know a lot of changes will be happening personally and collectively. So let's get into it. So while I was meditating, I asked Spirit for some messages before we started. And I asked for a word. And the word I kept hearing convolution. And I'm like, huh? But really, in 2020, I kind of felt like that year was for awakening. 2021, I feel like, is for clearing, being made aware, and then clearing. Sort of 2020 was an awakening. People weren't necessarily ready to see everything for what it was. But I feel like 2021 is going to be different. I don't feel like it's going to be much easier. Well, it's not going to be utopia anyway. So anyway, I got convolution, and you can see I wrote me, what? Question marks. I also heard, how deeply do you choose to look into things? You choose what you want to see. Clearing the path and purging of old ideas by way of seeing into self. So that should be fun. It's always fun to look in self, except for when you come across things you had no idea were there. And with that, let's pull a shadow card, a blind spot card. What is going to be the collective blind spot for 2021? Okay. Had to pull the book out for this one. We got duplicity. Okay. Duplicity. If you've drawn the sigil, the reaction you are having to something is an indication that you are deceiving yourself. As a result, what you show the world is not a true reflection and may even be the opposite of what is authentic about you. Interesting. As people, when we have decided it is so not okay to own and accept and admit to something about ourselves, We tend to transform the unacceptable into its opposite. For example, when a man who is leading a march against homosexuals is gay himself, or when a woman who hates another woman throws a party for her. When a man struggles so much with a sexual desire and impulses that he becomes a priest and spends his life preaching against fornication. When we are two-faced or hypocritical, especially when we don't realize it, or if we are extremely polarized in any way, we may be falling prey to duplicity. Harsh judgments of other people and things, as well as our desire to set ourselves to the total opposite and prove how much we are not anything like that and have nothing to do with it at all, often points to an insecurity within ourselves. For example, if you are insecure about being a selfish person, you are likely to rant and rave against selfish people and do everything to be leading to be a leading example of a selfless person. The things you oppose need not necessarily be things that are negative in and of themselves, simply things that, whether they are objectively good or bad, you have experienced them as personally unacceptable and shameful. All right. Well, that matches convolution very nicely. It says, if you've drawn the sigil, you are avoiding an insecurity that does exist within you, and you are both denying and disguising it by taking the polar opposite position. So, that's awesome. I'm sorry. I really love that. I really love that. Okay. I don't know. So with that being said, let's pull some cards. So I guess it is the year of seeing in self. How deeply do you choose to look into you? I love the spirit. I love spirit. I love this work. It's funny because if you notice on my channel, I changed the name of my channel to Selina Renee because I felt that Indigo Moon Mystic, although yes, I feel like I'm an indigo child. Yes, my name literally means Goddess of the Moon, reborn. And I do find myself drawn into mysticism. It's not who I am. My name is not who I am either. However, I feel like it's more authentic than having a stage name, quote unquote. Like, the only reason I don't use my last name is because it's very difficult for people to say. So, oops. Nice. Okay. All right. So, 2021. Take a look at yourself in the mirror. Is what you see a true reflection of you? If it's not, go through the many layers of you. If you feel lost, if you feel without purpose, if you feel like, yes, I'm grateful. Life is not bad right now. But there's a link missing between here and here. Who are you projecting out into the world? If you find that the experiences that you face don't feel aligned for some reason, without being sure why, what is it that you're projecting into the world? What you put out is what you get, according to Hermes. So if you're receiving experiences into your existence that don't feel aligned to you, who you are on the inside, what are you projecting out into the world? Where is it that you are being constricted? Where is it? What is keeping you from seeing yourself? Where is the fear? Where is the guilt? Where is the shame? Where do those doors lead you back Open those doors. Open those doors and see those monsters that are within you. The quote unquote monsters. Those who linger in the dark. What parts of you are there? What parts of you have you shunned into the darkness? Because in fact, those parts of you may not be monsters at all. Those parts of you may be the key to manifesting the reality that you seek. If you can journal, if you can... Okay, that's coming up. They said stop. Fine. I'll go in order. Wow, this is beautiful. This is a beautiful one. I'm like dumbfounded because it's going to be time to heal. It's going to be time to heal from these things. It's time to regroup and reunite with those parts of yourself. I probably sound like a broken record, and some of you are probably like, God damn it, Selina, I don't want to do shadow work. Sorry. But at least it should make you, or, look at it this way. At least there's people like me who are willing to go into your darks, into your dark spots. And I'm not afraid of them. I'll dive in there with you. But the reason this kind of had me dumbfounded a little bit, I haven't really seen this card ever, or this one, or this one, or that one, to be honest. When I get a deck, I look at them once, and then I shuffle. And then I pull a card whenever it is felt, and then I connect into it. Sometimes, like with the Alana Fairchild oracle cards, I read the book, but they're so detailed and deep. It's more beneficial for me to read the book, I feel like, than to feel into it. I don't know. But anyway, this is the first time I'm seeing this, actually. And when I do Reiki, I visualize a golden white light coming from the heavens down into my crown, my third eye, all the way down through my chakras. And then I visualize it also coming from the center of the earth, up through my root. And they meet into my heart chakra. And then they spiral together and do this clearing within my body. And then it comes out through my hands when I work on someone else. And this is what this is. This is the healing that's needed. And if you notice, You notice there's two sets of hands there. One looks masculine, one looks feminine. So it's the two energies coming together. Got chills. Ooh. It's the two energies coming together to encircle her being. Where she is cradled and held and safe. And the two energies coming together. And all the gold and white. Makes me feel that it's that divine love energy. It's that Christ consciousness. That energy coming through to be able to heal ourselves, to give us the strength to regenerate and rejuvenate. Okay. After this healing, you'll see this woman has pages floating above her head. She's holding a baby doll who is and holding a locket with a golden and white light coming from it. If you can journal, if you can get a diary, take some time to journal out what it is, what reality is it? No. What does your reality look like when you feel in alignment with your authentic self? But don't stop there. Once you have that down, write down all the reasons why you can't have that. What are the reasons why you can't have that? What are the reasons why you think, well, that sounds silly. That doesn't seem possible. Or come back down to reality. What are the reasons that make it unrealistic in your mind? That is how you're going to find this. Those energies that constrict you from realizing your truth. By doing that, will propel you forward. It will take you on a journey unlike any other. You'll feel free. You'll be unafraid to go forward. Maybe you might feel afraid, but you'll be okay with still going forward with the fear. If all signs point to go right, if the odds are on your side, if it's a sure thing, fitting that I'm in Vegas, if the deck is stacked in your favor, why would you not go all in? This is telling you that you will not have to worry. You'll hit the jackpot. Maybe not the actual lottery, but the abundance that you will feel from within will be unmatched. It'll be unlike anything you've ever known. You know what I mean? The universe is providing you with the material you need to manifest and weave your reality into existence. Are you going to accept? Are you going to say yes? Are you going to take that leap and choose self, authentic self? Are you not tired of carrying a feeling Are you not tired of feeling like a prison guard and a prisoner all within your own body? Would you like to put down the walls and the defenses? It takes a lot of energy to hold those up. Wouldn't you like to just drop those wands, put your hands in the air, and scream, "I'm free"? Do you not want to create from a place that is inspiring, imaginative, creative, almost gifted to you by spirit? There is a part of you that is waiting to be able to master something. It's like there's a part of you that holds all this knowledge and holds all this intellect, just waiting to be birthed in a place that feels creative and inspired. Wouldn't you like to let it come out and play? Come out and live? Oh my goodness. Oh. Sorry. I don't know where that came from. Are we tired? Are we tired this year? Yeah. All right. The work of realizing what it is that binds you. What binds you? What binds you from realizing your true self? Do not become discouraged when this work becomes tedious and slow. It is not a fast moving experience. It takes time. It takes incredible patience. Incredible patience. Because you want to do it right the first time. But I hate saying that. I hate saying do it right. But you can try to fly through it and you can try to skim the surface and say, oh yeah, I get it. That's not the way it works. Every wound, think of it as a fresh wound, and think of it of a scab layering over it. And then that wound opening and a new scab growing, reopening, a new scab growing. I know it's kind of gross, but bear with me. It's very layered. There's a lot of different layers in that one wound of things that need to be cleared. So it's going to take time, and it's going to take effort, and it's going to take work. So you have to choose. If you want to be in balance, weigh your options, is what I'm trying to say. Now it's time to weigh your options. Do you choose to live an authentic life, or do you choose to live in a life of lack? Wondering why you always end up with the empty cups and never the 2 cups that are full. All she has to do is open her eyes and turn around towards the light. And allow that light to shine down on the dark spaces. Yeah? You don't always have to end up with 3 empty cups. Well, 3 came out right away, so I just thought I'd shuffle just in case, see if anything else came out, but they didn't. You're going to choose to heal? Come into this space of healing. We're waiting for you. It's time to rest. time to put down the swords, let down the walls, let down the defenses, and allow people to see the real you. It doesn't have to be anyone you know. Let somebody see the real you. Have experiences of showing people the real you and then being accepted, being received. There's a place for you to be received as your authentic self, without all the defenses, without all the masks, where you will not be made wrong. You know, when you're trying to make a decision and you sit there and you argue with yourself, almost like you're having an external conversation, that's the picture that I'm receiving right now. I know it very well. So when you're journaling, have that fight. Have that discussion. Don't even fight. Have that discussion. Get heated if you need to. Don't beat down. But debate with yourself on paper so that you can go back and read it. I promise you that there will be doors in there for you to open and walk into to explore yourself. When you go in there, you might find that it's not so ugly after all. Right? Remember what I said about them being the key to manifesting your external reality, your ideal reality? I bet what you'll find in there are actually children who have been broken down and beaten and did not receive the nurturing that they required in order to resolve these problems, quote unquote problems. Maybe you don't have to choose, but maybe you can have it all. Perhaps because of the many different layers and because of the many different masks, all the choices that you thought you had to make. It's actually all from one cup. Being perceived in 7 different ways. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with desiring to experience all of it. Oh gosh. When you go on your journey, you may have to fight a little. You may have to not so much fight as to cut ties. People will try to bring you back into their reality when you try to leave it, especially if you're going to a place that seems much better to them. You will have to fight off that energy. You will have to send it love, but you also have to fight it off. So just be ready. Be ready to cut ties and walk away, and know that you will be better off for it. Hold on to what it is that you value, that you find valuable. Your own morals and values. We've tried so hard to conform to other people's morals and values and other people's ideas of who we should be. It's time to return those. They don't belong to us. They were put onto us, and we carried them for a very long time. But no longer do we have to. Realize your own morals and your own values, and hold on to those. And then working on putting them into action. Is it a risk? Sure. You'll risk losing a lot of people in your life. But what if I told you maybe those people are the ones holding you back and not assisting you forward? What would you say then? What if I told you that it's a sure thing? If you go on this journey, it is a sure thing for you to manifest into physical reality or manifest your ideal reality into physical existence. That will happen. But you have to make sure what you're putting out is as authentic as is what you experience on the inside. What if I told you it's a sure thing that you will experience financial independence? You will manifest abundance and prosperity. And not because you are greedy, not because you put all value into money, but because being financially independent makes things easier for you to be authentic. It makes things easier for you to put more of yourself out into the world, right? Become a person of inspiration, leading by example, someone who is passionate and fiery, but also loving and nurturing. It's not all for one and one for one, you know? I don't know if that makes sense or not. That's just what I heard. Okay, well, it should be a fun year. Speaking of Elena Fairchild, this is her Divine Circus Oracle deck. I love these. They are so beautiful. I've even thought about taking my favorite ones and having them blown up onto prints and hanging them on my wall. But we'll see. I don't know that my children would like clowny looking women hanging in the walls. I get so tired. I get so tired reading. But I love it. I didn't sleep much last night though. My daughter Lily, who is 5, she'll be 6 in what's today? The 15 days. She suffered from night terrors, so I was up every night until she was almost 4. And she's been having a couple of the last couple weeks, but I I notice that she has them when she goes to bed when she's overtired. So, yeah. You can probably tell. I don't know. I'm a person who struggles with structure. So it's hard for me to be like on a structured schedule every day. Unfortunately. I need to get on a schedule. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we've got number 6, Princess Victorious. Look how pretty these are. I mean, the artwork is freaking amazing. I know they're like cartoony, but they're so pretty. I love them. Okay. It says, you're being asked to be a big picture person for the moment. Sometimes immediate gratification has to give way for the grander scheme unfolding, which will ultimately lead you to far greater and more meaningful success. What seems to be a delay, obstacle, loss, or even failure now is a twist in the plot of your life, necessary for your gracious destiny to unfold according to a higher plan. It can be hard to keep the faith when you've been defeated just one too many times. It is easy to make fear and doubt mean something they don't. It's usually something like being doomed to fail, and so we might as well give up. However, fear and doubt are just symptoms of fatigue. They are signs we're feeling battle weary when it comes to life. Huh. You don't say. So fun. This is so fun to me. Okay. To overcome weariness and create happiness, you are being asked to temporarily surrender your need to win, just for now. Instead, you are guided to step back, regroup, replenish, be kind to yourself, and know this. Sometimes you have to be willing to lose the battle to win the war. That means being willing to go through things in the short term that might seem like a failure without losing confidence, courage, and trust that everything is going to go your way in the long term. Is that so? Sorry. Okay, I'll stop. The Oracle of Princess Victorious encourages you to know that you are strong and determined enough to bounce back and overcome difficult circumstances. You will be given the power to succeed at the right time and in the best way for all concerned. For now, an apparent delay, fatigue, loss, or change of course is really a saving grace. In time, with a broader perspective, you'll look back and be grateful for not getting what you thought you wanted in the way that you thought you wanted it, because what will come to you eventually will be so superior in every way. So, given to how your journey is unfolding, even if it seems like you are losing when you'd rather be winning, but don't give up hope. Trust that the universe is strategic. It is helping you to succeed. It knows that the things that don't work out now can help you move towards, sorry, my mind keeps being pulled to other places. Focus. Okay. It knows that the things that don't work out now can help you move towards the things that are going to work out for the best. No. See, I can't even read you now. Help you move towards the things that will work for you in the long term. If you need a sign to know that things are going to work out for the best, even if it seems like they are falling apart along the way, then this is it. The affirmation. Say the following affirmation aloud to boost the power of this message and to integrate it into your body, mind, and soul. You can say it morning and or evening for a few days or even a few months, or just at the end of your healing trick, which is before this. I didn't read it. Victory is mine in perfect time divine. Victory is mine. So, when you find yourself uncomfortable, when you find yourself feeling like, what the hell? If you find yourself feeling lost or directionless or purposeless, remember that. Victory is mine in perfect time divine. Victory is mine. It won't be easy. This year is not going to be easy either, but at least we're prepared this time. It's not going to be a blind side. I love you guys. Watch out for the 6-month forecast for each individual sign. I'm still going to do them, I promise. I'm going to be moving. I'm going to be moving soon. So bear with me. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook or even Twitter, maybe. SallyCell79 on Twitter. It's still Indigo Moon Mystic on everywhere else, but I wish you all a happy 2021. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, if you find me crazy, like it and subscribe. Share my video. Get other people to subscribe. If you feel so called to, perhaps you could donate and help me manifest my reality, which will be coming soon. Can't wait. I'm excited. All right. I love you guys.